remember my Sebo Felix Classic that Mr. James kindly swapped me for a refurb on an Electrolux Excelio and Hoover Alpina, which you've seen / after videos to come? Well, it's done-ish. It's refurbished. It's all fixed. It's time to have a look at how this 2005 Sebo Felix has turned out and obviously do something about this. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Sebo chums, of which I know there are some. How are you today? Yes, I mean, I've gone from never having a Felix before and playing with one once to, well, I've got 3 in at the minute, my one and 2 to repair. And I'll try and do videos on them all, but I want to get my one buttoned up because, of course, it's missing its filter, which we'll get to when we get to it. But let's have a look from the top down at what I fixed and how it looks now. And obviously it looks really clean. It was black with carbon dust and it polished up ever so nicely indeed. A massive thanks to, well, it was actually a combined effort between ManchesterVacs and Mr. Simon Barton from, I think his vacuum shop's called Barton's as well, but he's a Sebo dealer just like Stu. They found the part number for a brand new red, which is the important bit, cable exit grommet. I mean, this machine's 20 years old and you can still get from Sebo brand new stuff. So yeah, that is fix number 1. And that sits on the nice handle, which now moves a lot more freely up and down. There we go, look, although it's still a little bit of a faff because you've got to sort of wait for it to lock into one of the 3 little holes. I mean, there's one there. And yeah, it works. I mean, I guess most people set it and forget it, which is always the case with these sort of telescopic handles. Further down, these small tools are now spotless. All the fluff is out of the upholstery tool. The crevice tool polished up quite well. There's still some marks. Obviously, it's a used machine, but overall, it's absolutely fine. Under here, we have a brand new bag, although there's a little bit of dirt from testing it, which is to be expected. Brand new, genuine Sebo bag. It's actually not a brand new pre-motor filter even. I did forget to get one. I still need to wash this one. I think it'll wash up absolutely fine, but for now we're going to have to run with it because I haven't done it yet and obviously we want to test it. And inside of there is closed. Hold that with the hose. Inside of there is also spotlessly clean. Oh, sorry, that's the motor down there. And on this sort of machine, it is flipping critical that you have at least a filter, especially if you're using old paper bags. Because if you have a bag split, there is nothing in the way of all of that just dropping straight into the motor. So, we've got to fiddle this bag on now, and it's quite precise. Can't lie, although when it fits in well. So there is that. The hose is okay. It didn't go through the wash, and I must confess, I glued it once, but it's starting. See a little pin prick holes there? Somewhere here. I think it is actually there, because that's why it's all glued together, because the only real way I could fix it was to glue it and push it. And I might have to do the same with those 2 little holes there. That's such a shame, because I've not seen a beige hose for one of these. The only hose I can find brand new is the grey one for the Dart / later Felix, which is better than nothing. But I don't know, I'll certainly try and keep this as nice as I can for now. Let's move on to the bottom first, and we'll go through the machine and then we'll put it together and test it. Because obviously the big fix is down here. As you remember, the head had a slight problem keeping hold of its electricity. Take that off there. And it wasn't this side, it wasn't the loom that runs back here. It wasn't this being really worn, although it is a little bit worn. But no, what it was the neck. And as you may remember from the previous video of the Makita cordless vacuum, which I must remember to put out now before this, the lovely ManchesterVacs sent not 1 but 2 spare necks. And this is one of the spares that they sent. I just had to borrow the clip and the front bit from my one, but it's not worn. I don't want to see in there really, but you can tell because, where's me light? Those plastic sort of spacers are, I mean, it's still a bit worn, but it's not as worn. And I did think of trying to put like a Dyson DC25 head seal down in there just to pack it out a bit, but there was no need because yeah, one of the heads was absolutely perfect. So that's in there and it works really well. The brush roll is in fantastic condition. Under there isn't too bad either. And yeah, luckily, as you'll find out in a minute, all seems to be very good indeed. So yeah, really, I had a filthy Felix. I took it apart, washed it and put it back together. But as you may note, we are missing something here. And that is this. This is the original Felix Classic filter. You remember it being really baggy? Well, it's also really worn. This is the inside of one of these Sebo Felix filters. And it's sort of a two-layer design. And I have seen people sell just the outer layer with this inner bit, oh, there you go, torn off. And you probably could faff around putting another inner layer in it. But the problem is, if you don't, this is so clogged that that's why the filter stretches, I think, because the air can't pass through it. It starts to push against it and stretch. And obviously this is the post-motor filter. As great as it is, and it's lasted 20 years, and probably would have gone a couple more. Obviously, to us, it is nil point. However, again, thanks to the lovely ManchesterVacs, they found the brand new original style filter for this. That is the art number, although part of me thinks that that number is shared across Felix filter and you have to then go down to the right one. And it is very clean indeed. Here we go. I've not taken it out yet and my hands are clean because yeah, look at that. Brand new. How gorgeous that is. And to try and keep it new looking, what I did was in here, this is where the exhaust air comes out through these little holes at the side. So what I've done is I've sort of stuffed a cut up pattern HEPA flow all through there. I did the same with my airbelt K1 in the hope that it catches all of the carbon dust that comes out as opposed to just blowing it straight onto the filter. Will it work? I don't really know. Is it worth a try? Of course it is. So what we need to do is feed this around here. We'll take that off. And to fit one of these isn't too bad actually. It's a lot simpler than the cylinders. It has the same plastic bar and it's got to line it up, push one side in and then line the other side up and clip it in as well. And yeah, there is your join. It's still a little bit baggy, this one, but certainly sits a lot nicer indeed. Oh, now I need to go and get the rings because I forgot those. And I'm going to have to come clean in case this breaks again when I put it in. I managed to snap one of these, and again, I bet these are near impossible to get. But Cubon seems to have worked. Problem is, I didn't realise you've actually got to sort of push these clips together ever so slightly so that that lip there can pass out. And then it just pops off. But I need to be very careful to not snap it because, I don't know, can you still get these? I don't want a black one. Because not that for anything else, and the fact that it wouldn't look nice. Crikey, I should be careful what I say. But, there we go. That fits on there. Slide it round so the joint goes down there. This one isn't snapped, so we can be a little bit better with it. Up that goes. There we go. Push that round. Clip that down. And it looks like a Felix Classic once more. How fabulous is that? Right, now we can give it a good go and I can show you how well it works now. Right, let's turn it on. And again, we can start it on low. Yeah. Excellent airflow. Again, if we go down to minimum. Very nice indeed. But look at the head and keep an eye on the LED indicator. Works absolutely fine. No problems at all. You're on one, that's good. And it's lovely to use. Being a manual height machine, you get all the benefits of it digging into the carpet. And of course you can stick it on mats. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, that is lovely. Nice and removable. The head. Put that back on the head. Oh, it did just come off. The red light just came on, but I think I might know why. If you watch as I come off the rug, obviously Sebos generally rely on the drag of the brush roll on the carpet for all of their red lights and stuff. And yeah, so put it on low, green on the carpet. But as soon as I come off and it realises, oh, I'm spinning too fast. Yeah, it's not happy, but of course, it's supposed to turn the brush roll off on the hard floor, and yeah, that works very nicely indeed. If we go back onto the carpet, turn it back on. Gorgeous. It works really, really well. Using the tools is a little bit iffy though, because of course to use the tools, the idea is you take off the head, take off the hose, and I mean you probably should put the handle down as well. There we go. And yeah, you can then use the tools by just holding it this way, like a man bag. And yeah, it sort of works. I guess maybe, do they sell an extension wand with this? Because, I've got to bend down to see that. And I mean, if you're doing your whole house, just holding it around and doing that, it's fine. You just can't really, unless you hold it, like you can stand it up here and hold the machine, but then you need the extension hose, which again, I think is how it's supposed to work. And, you can still get around. It's certainly better than not having a hose at all. And I don't know really, when I played with Mr. Dorian's, it all seemed a bit of a faff, but maybe it was just because, I used it for 2 minutes and then used like 25 other vacuums, so I guess it wasn't the best use case for me to experience it. But now that I have this one done, I can become more acquainted with it and hopefully get to know it a bit more. And I already quite like it. I've never had a Felix before. I think this is really nice. Again, the manual head. I mean, people buy Felix heads just to hack into a power head because they're 240 volts. And you can fully see why. It's probably more robust than the rest of the machine, bless it. Although luckily my motor is perfect. And this machine is now perfect. I've got the manual, it's not out anymore. I put it away. In fact, I've got 3 Felix manuals, all from different dates. How lovely. And yeah, this one is now ready to join the fleet or go and be handy somewhere else, depending on what the plans are for it. I'm not sure. I'll probably keep you posted on it. But for now, it's done. So, you Sebo lovers, what do you think of the Felix? Obviously, this is an older one with some proper airflow at 1300 watts, obviously pre-EU in 2005. What do you think of the Felix? Do you have one? Do you love it? Have you done what I really wanted to do, but it wouldn't suit this machine? Really, and put a different kind of filter on it, because obviously you can change this. You could have the love filter, you could have the graffiti filter, you could have the blue filter, the pink filter, what's the flowery one that they do? I don't know the official term for it. They certainly do the charity ones. you could swap and change. People do. I just don't think it would match the cream and red of this Classic. It needs, you know, a more modern black / white / grey machine, I think. What do you think down below? But until the next time, I and my fully repaired Sebo Felix Classic will see you soon. Bye bye.